Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a very special broadcast tonight, as we will be streaming with our good friend ApexVisions. Sorry, I fucking can't get his name right. Give me just a moment. We're switching transitional scenes here, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Hope you're all having a lovely evening today. Let's find out here where we are. VR chat main. And let's see how broken it is, because I forgot to set this up ahead of time. It is super broken. There it goes. That's sort of okay. Let's fix that a little bit. Hey. Nothing like a last few second corrections. Hi, Apex. How are you today?
Hard chilling.
Fantastic.
I'm excited.
It's been a long time in the fucking making. We've been working on trying to make this come together for a very long time now.
Totally not my fault or anything.
I mean, at least once, but I mean, shit happens, life happens, and like we have to like adapt and like get used to do those things and figure out what's gonna work for us in life and whatnot. So, but yeah, no, today we're here to do basically it's our car podcast. Apex and I have been working on for some time now. So now we're finally getting a chance to do it. Actually sit down and get the fucking fire going. Sit next to some cool JDM cars and, you know, pretend we're cool VTuber people. So a couple things I wanted to jump into real quick before Apex and I get into our main thing here. For my viewers who usually see me in the morning, yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. So that will be happening. Another thing also I wanted to mention, we do have a new community goal. That community goal is to reach 1,000 followers. Once we reach 1,000 followers, we are going to be doing the Dr. Pepper can pit. So that's coming up. That's exciting as well. So lots of little things coming up for my community. ApexVisions, also thank you for your subscription. Appreciate that. I was...
Some you would notice I should have been subbed earlier.
No big deal. Appreciate you doing it nonetheless. Apex also does some streaming occasionally, so I recommend checking out his channel. He posted in the chat, here and there, when he feels like it, and that's perfectly fine. So, but yeah, I had a list of things we were gonna follow, and I totally didn't open that. So we're just gonna wing this shit off my memory here. But
we do both.
what are we trying to do here, Apex? You have any ideas?
Well, talk about cool shit. Hopefully, be entertaining.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think you put us in a room together, and next thing you know, we're joking around so dang much that we just naturally kind of tend to be entertaining. So, which is why we wanted to do a podcast in the first place. So, a big part of reason we're both doing this. We both have a background in the automotive industry, so we want to do more of that. We want to express more of that and stuff like that. So. Talk about our own experiences and our own projects and our own love for it, but also just kind of like, oh, hey, this is what's been going on in the car community that's upsetting me, or maybe makes me really happy, or I'm super excited about. So there's lots of like, different emotions, if you will, that are kind of going to be playing through our
to be able to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. We'll never shut up. Trust me. So once you get us talking, so kind of brief introduction, Apex. If you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, stand up in front of the class. Let us know. Where did you come from? Did you?
So yeah, I'm Apex. Met Lissa through a bunch of friends and whatnot. Yeah, we found out that we were car friends, or just car people in general, and kicked it off that way. And yeah, so I have a huge car background. Since I was young, like I've been hugely interested in that stuff, and from there just progressed more and more and more. And now I'm an automotive technician for a Chrysler dealership, so I work on Jeeps, Dodges, Chrysler, all that stuff. And been doing that technically with my schooling. I'm 10 years into it, and yeah, that's kind of what kicked it off. But I enjoy a lot of like the JDM style cars. Drifting. I love. That's like my favorite little niche. But I also do love grip racing. My current project car, or not much of a project car anymore. I'm getting close to the end of it. I have a 2016 Genesis Coupe that wide-bodied, custom front and rear bumpers, all that stuff. Big turbo kit. The car came NA.
Nice.
That's been a whole project for the past 4 or 5 years. But finally got it where I want it.
As projects always are, they're never quite finished.
Yeah, and then decided to try to drive it in the winter and hit a parked car. So
ouch.
it's currently at the body shop. About to get it back though.
At least it's getting fixed.
Yeah. Had many talks with Lissa about that.
For sure. Yeah, we have, honestly. So you have a really big background in like a professional career as a technician. You've gone to school for it. You've worked in the industry now, over 10 years, you said, right?
Yeah, so I have a bachelor's degree in it, and then worked 6 years actually being in the field.
Okay. Yeah. So he's smart. I'm dumb.
I'm not the smartest.
Well, let's discredit myself. We have kind of different backgrounds. So a lot of my background. So obviously I'm Drift Lissa. I own the channel. This is my podcast. Fuck Apex. No, I'm just kidding. All this time you didn't know. But I do. I've done a lot of car stuff over the years, but a lot of it's been the kind of grassroots scene, or like the car community scenes, or even street racing scenes early on in my younger years. So I've done a lot of that. I've been in and out of car community stuff and doing automotive kind of backyard mechanic work for the greater part of probably 20 years. And I have a very small window of schooling where I went to school for welding and auto body. And then I said, this is boring. I'm going to go move out of my parents' house and figure out shit on my own. And so far I have. So my background is very different, but I have worked as, a technician for Subaru at a radish Subaru dealership for about a year, and I've been a service writer too. So I've also seen like the customer side of the world a little bit more. And they're both shitty. So
Yeah.
there's money to be made, but in my opinion, they both kind of they have their ups and downs. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, besides that, though, I currently have a 1985 Toyota Celica as my project car, and that has a 1UZ swapped into it by the prior owner. The prior owner is a friend of mine, so I don't normally trust swap builds, but I felt the friend that I knew was like sort of reputable. No, they're very reputable. They're a very awesome person. And they did a good job on it, and I've been kind of working on that car. Currently, it's not fully running, so it needs a little love. And now that I just moved, hopefully I'll get some time to actually do that. So, but besides that, I hail out of Oregon, and awkward school moment when you're standing in front of everybody and they're looking at you and you're going, what would I say? But no, so the main reason we wanted to come together is, but we both have very different experiences, yet understand like each other's background and like understand cars a lot, and we want to do a lot more with cars, and we like talking about cars all the time. We said, hey, why not, let's do podcasts about it, let's make it kind of interesting. So that's why we're here today. And so one of the things
like this is a normal Discord call between us late at night.
Yeah, more or less.
Tangents about random stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty common for us. I was going to ask you, what are you excited about now that your car's? It sounded like it was almost wrapped up at the body shop. Shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah, I'm just excited not to have an empty garage. If it's gonna work out. Be able to look at it, touch it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, just having it there, just having access back to it.
Having a hard time here in Apex. I'm gonna turn up Apex a bit here. Try talking now. See if that's a little bit better for you.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yeah, let us know if that's a little bit better. I pretty much have max volume. If this doesn't work, we'll maybe switch to a Discord call. It might be a little bit easier. Sometimes there's weird range stuff. In fact, let me just make sure. You shouldn't be on the cusp of your mode.
I can possibly.
I also have like ear mode.
Output volume.
Possibly. It's a little better. If you want to crank up your output volume just a bit and then see how that works.
Yeah. So I just cranked it up to 100% right there.
Okay.
So maybe that's better. I don't know.
I think it sounds a little better on my end. It's always tough. I mean, I can always try to see my audio levels here. Speak again.
Hello.
That's a bit better. You're still maybe a little bit quiet. We might want to consider a Discord call for our next one. There's always going to be kinks on the first one. It's good to see you, Angriest.
It's never going to be perfect the first time around.
Right, for sure. So yeah, we didn't have a crap ton of stuff to talk about today, but I was going to ask you a few things. Obviously, you talked about your car and whatnot, but I was curious if you had like a favorite JDM car or car maybe you missed or wish you could get.
Mm-hmm. So, God, favorite JDM car? That's a hard one.
Or I shouldn't say it doesn't have to be JDM. It could be anything. If you had a choice of a favorite car,
any type of car. But of course, I'd go JDM.
Maybe.
Would probably have to be, yeah. I'd have to go with the Nissan Silvia S15.
Okay.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Acquirable would now that the S15 is legal, probably more on the S14 Kuki.
Okay.
Because those will be coming down in cost. So
and the Kuki means
a paintable car. So the Kuki is in the S14. There's two different versions. There's the Zinky and the Kuki. Zinky is more of the bubbly front, kind of rounded headlights.
Okay.
And the Kuki is the aggressive, like the hood line kind of shapes inwards.
Yeah. It's got that real angular look.
Gives it the angry eyes.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gives it more of like the angry eye look.
A much more modern
that
look
one
for
more.
that car too, because the
Yeah.
older style S14s, from what I recall, had that more bubbly look. Let's see here. I'm gonna adjust this here.
Oh shit, Lissa, you had a Sylvia. You should know this.
I did not have a Sylvia. I had a 240 SX. It's very different.
Still S chassis, but
Yeah.
American S chassis.
It's an S13 is what I had. So yeah. So I should say I'm not as familiar with some of the colloquial terms, but yeah, the S13 that I had, of course, shark nose front end. So there's two front ends. It's technically a 180 SX. In all reality, it's not a Sylvia. So you're wrong again. You're wrong on many fronts there, Valkyra. But nonetheless, to answer the same question we're asking, Apex, there a car that I miss and wish I could have would both be the S13 that I had. The one car that I still miss. I can tell many embarrassing stories about that, but I had that car for many years. It is one of the few cars that I will miss forever, I think, because there's something about that car, and when I have gotten into other older cars from the same era, there's a smell, for one, that comes in those cars from the plastics getting old that is just familiar, and it is a comforting smell. If that smell could come into a candle, old shitbox JDM, wrap it in a fucking Yankee Candle and ship it, I will buy them all.
I would buy that candle all the time. I would have like one in every room. I know that exact smell. And, it's so good.
It is a good smell.
Good.
It is a good smell, absolutely. And that's the thing, like for me at least, I think it's more than the smell, though, because I've been in both other S13s and other similar era cars, and they don't feel the same. Something about sitting in the S13 when your legs are just like straight out like this, and you're just like, you're in the cockpit, and you're just in there, and you just feel so low to the ground. And you're just like ready to like rocket ship down the road and like not give a shit, even though you're not even that fast of a car. You're not that fast of a car, but it's still a ton of fun. Yeah, they're just a ton of fun, kind of grippy.
Car.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But no other car has
like
really
a grown-up Miata.
Yeah, absolutely. But no other cars really had that feeling for me. I haven't really been able to like get in a car and sit into it and wish I was in the middle of winter sitting in it in my garage wishing I was driving it. No other car is going to give me that feeling again, I think. And maybe that's an age thing, like I'm getting older and like it's harder to find something that reminds you of like that fucking nostalgia. Because as much as I love the Celica, and I really do love my 85 Celica, it's just, it doesn't give me that kind of like reminiscing memory of like, oh my gosh, like I miss sitting in here and like I can't wait to sit into it again. I can't wait to drive it again. But I don't miss a lot of elements of it like I do the 240. The 240 was something very special to me, and probably because it was like my first like sports car, if you will, So, yeah, but
I'm along the same lines on my Genesis with that. Is like the Genesis is the first true car I built myself. Like all the work I've done, I know every square corner of it. Like I know how it drives. I know everything to know about that car. I know, and I figure that's how you are with your 240 or 180. And it's just it's special connection that you get with a car. People that drive cars for like just a point A to point B think we're weird for that.
Oh yeah. We gain a bond for it, especially after you've rebuilt everything. And I guess the 240 is the only car that I've literally took off everything except for the rear differential and the super high cast system, as it was called, which is the rear roll camber tilt steering, or no, toe camber, toe. I think it just did toe. Goofy ass rear toe steering. Yeah. I never took that off, but I did. I don't know. I really I just really miss that car still. I don't know. So nothing else has quite felt like it. The closest thing I've gotten, I will say, closest thing I've gotten, I when I was working at the Super dealership, I got a couple times to sit in a BRZ, and a lowered BRZ was close to that same kind of like down to the ground, just you're sitting, your legs are forward. Like, I don't feel this in a BMW. There's just like, they're just all too big. And like,
something about that seating.
Yeah, just that down to earth seating. The only thing I don't like about the BRZ seating is I feel like the windows are just like a little too high. I can't see the curbs.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, like that's a pretty common thing. And I have a big torso, and so I kind of like, not as big as some people, as I know, but not to call anybody out, but my friend Valkura sits a little bit taller than me, but I also still have a decent sized torso, and I'm surprised because I feel like I can't see like the corners like I could in my 240. One disadvantage of the 240 that I had, though, is, I mean, it does have like the longest front end of a car.
It's like a buddy that has a 240 that I've sat in, and it's a weird feeling.
Mm-hmm. It is. Your front end goes way out there.
Yeah. Like even my Genesis, my Genesis doesn't quite stick out as far, but my Genesis is wide.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because of my wide body, because it's 3.5 inches wider on each fender in the rear and 3 inches wider on each fender in the front.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So it's 7 inches wider in the rear than a stock one.
Yeah, that would feel a little weird.
Yeah. So initially when I got a wide body, that was a thing to get kind of like acquainted to and just like get used to when you're rounding corners.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Also, hi Valk. I hope you're doing okay. Since I called you out. But yeah, so I think it kind of sums up. I was going to ask what was the stupidest thing we've done in the last year, or maybe further back. I have a lot of stories of stupid shit I've done. I mean, fair enough. You did call me out first.
Mine from the last year.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, fair. So you can go further back if you want. If you had like something really like, it doesn't even have to be car related if you don't want it to be. It just this kind of whatever you would like.
Stupidest thing I've done besides, semi-recently, kind of tapping my fender with my car. There's snowboarding for me. I do a lot of stupid things with snowboarding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess to change it up from the car, besides what I've already referenced with that one. Actually, this past weekend, I got myself stuck snowboarding and had to traverse like just over a quarter mile, almost a half mile out of powder snow because me and my buddy thought it was a good idea.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible.
So there's that. It was at 9:00 in the morning.
Oh my gosh. So wait, how does that happen? Like, because I thought all the trails are like fairly well like marked and like paved down. Is that not? I don't go mountain snowboarding, so okay.
Yeah, we went off trail. We went down into the tree section.
That's where the stupidity started. I see.
Yes. That wasn't the greatest idea of us. Very fuck around and find out.
Oh my gosh. So we just got sub bombed by Baron Man. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. We're gonna have a couple alerts. So Depressed Moth, Grinless Shark, Tony, Angriest got a sub, and Kai got a sub. Hey, congratulations, all of you. So thank you, Baron. Appreciate that. It's really generous of you. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
There's like 20 alerts playing, or 5 alerts playing. But at least you were okay. You didn't get hurt. More alerts. That's awesome. Thanks again, Baron. I appreciate it. Well, that should be the last one, I think.
Hopefully, maybe.
Yep, that's the last one.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
So I guess that's a recent stupid thing I've done.
Yeah, That's fair.
I
That's
don't know what yours was that you wanted to share.
I don't know. It could be recent or old. I mean,
Which one tells for a better
which
story?
card purchase do I talk about being my last stupid mistake I bought? We have the Forerunner, the Lexus, the the Celica, the Tundra, the
Tundra was a smart one. I would say that.
yeah, I mean, I think all of them in their own way had their like justifications. Like I've bought in a lot of cars, but like it's definitely not like I don't know. I think the fact that I bought 4 cars was the stupid thing that I most recently did that I can like think back on.
Kind of hard to work on or drive 4 cars.
Yeah, well,
That's nothing I wouldn't do personally.
I would
currently
definitely
own 3.
own 4 cars if I had the time to maintain 4 cars. I don't have the time or money to maintain 4 cars. I really don't. Even when I was working, like I was working so hard that I would come home and I couldn't enjoy working on my cars, and it sucks.
Yes, that is one part about being in the industry and being a car enthusiast.
Well, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, how many times have you worked over a 40-hour week?
Oh, like every week.
Exactly. Yes, thank you. That is, unless you are simply just doing oil changes in the industry, you're probably working over 40 hours every week, no matter what. And it's like, yeah, it's nutty. Especially you're a service writer. That's like the norm, which I hate. Because they treat you like, oh, they're just sitting down doing nothing. I'm like, are you kidding me? It is nonstop from the moment I walk in the door until I fucking leave. That should not be a 10.5-hour shift. Fuck you. But sometimes I miss that job. Not all the time. Yeah. I think I just miss the money and the socialization. Yeah, we had a pretty good team at my shop. Yeah, there's money to be made. That being said, I'm kind of glad I left. I was kidding. The joke in a lot of the automotive industry is that you get burnt out. Like you get burnt out and you leave, and then you come back, and it's super common, especially with sales teams and service writers, which is sales team too. You're tired. You get burnt out real fast. But I do think getting a little, before I get too off topic here, definitely having the all the my brain is like tired today. Having all 4 cars at the same time, I think was my only mistake, because each car had their purpose, had their meaning to me. Like obviously the Tundra was purchased to be my daily driver and also tow the Lexus to the track, or the Celica to the track, depending on which one I was taking. The Lexus was designed so I could just romp and beat the piss out of it, and the Celica was designed to be the go fast car that's going to need the most work, and the Forerunner was so I could go camping up north, and I built every car that way, and it worked, but it was impossible to keep up with it. I didn't have time to truly appreciate all the cars. The Celica ended up getting ignored for like a year and a half once it started having some motor problems. Really, I think an injector just blew on it, and that's what I'm hoping to fix this year. But we'll get into that in a second probably, but it just becomes too much, and so I think that was my only mistake. I'm very glad my friend Velk, who's in the chat, calling him out again, he also bought my Forerunner, and he got the frame fixed. I didn't even get a chance to work on that side of it. It was getting real bad real fast, and I'm glad he tackled it before it got much worse and way more of a problem. And so glad to see that thing's getting a second life. I know he's been working on it some, so glad to see that.
Great thing to see.
Yeah, exactly. And such a great car, especially since his BMW blew up. Hi, Banzi. This has been a while. It's good to see you. Let me get in some ghost headwood. Anyway, but you're silly, Bancy. It's good to see you again. It's because there are certain things that don't quite line up with VR chat in reality.
the hands.
Yeah, the hands where the hands
my
float.
arms are like resting on my chair.
Yeah, I kind of figured your arms were resting on my chair, my arms are resting here, and it's like, okay, yeah, they were floating.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look right.
Yeah. What we'll do, we'll get a desk and we'll do a news thing where we're gonna talk about the news.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And we'll just get the talking head fish avatars from Bikini Bottom, you know.
Yes.
Breaking news! Car manufacturers suck. Nailed it. Oh, all right.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, fucking. Oh. So it blew a rod? Is that what I'm seeing there? Valkyra Vox? That's sad. Ripperonis, if that's the case.
Damn.
You would love to see that. Yeah, it'd be funny. It would be funny, Bansy. Any big plans this year for your car? You have the oh god, I forgot what your car was.
My Genesis.
Yes, your Genesis. Holy shit. I was like, the KDM thing you drive.
Yeah, that thing.
God damn it.
Once I get it back, I plan on just enjoying it through the spring and summer and whatnot. But going into next winter, I want to crack open the headlights and taillights and do a bunch of custom work on those.
Nice.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Nice.
So, and then I want to get a wrap at some point.
Yeah, that's fair. We talked about that a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Many late night Discord calls. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to maybe do some designs for that in CarX.
Oh.
That's the easiest way to do it for
That'd be
me.
sick.
Yeah, for sure. With my own project, not a whole lot this year, just really get it running and kind of get some maintenance stuff caught up on it. It needs new rotors and brakes. The rear rotors are cracked from doing too many burnouts, and and the front pads are probably shot as well. The rear pads are definitely shot, and so we got new springs and or not new springs, but new shocks. I think I'm going to try. So unfortunately, with owning an older car, and this is one of the downsides of owning an older car, is that you have to now do some what's the word I'm looking for? You have to do some creative engineering every once in a while. And so I might be looking at another car's springs to cut to the right size so I have the same size spring or maybe a little bit lower, but have the same like support that I need. So I don't have the bouncy JDM cars going down the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some interesting engineering there. So besides replacing those components, it's about probably all I'm going to really be focusing on this year. I just want to get it running again. And then maybe, just maybe, I might try to get ready for doing some tuning and actually getting a tuning setup in it, but it's going to have to be a standalone system. So that means I have to rewire everything.
Yeah. Which in the long run will make it easier for tuning and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's upsides to going standalone.
Mm-hmm. There are. There's also like a ton of other stuff that I'm going to probably uncover as I start to do some of the maintenance. I know the car is incredibly rusty and just, yeah, I hate doing wiring too as well, Chris. It's probably my least favorite.
That is my specialty.
You're coming over. Actually, I might be bringing it back to... Yeah. I actually might be bringing it back to Minnesota for it because the same person who's going to do the wiring, I'm actually going to just hire his team to do it, and they're going to do it, and they're going to tune it. So I just need to build it.
Oh, yeah.
Which means I need to get another LS motor. Sorry, LS 400 motor, so a 1UZ. To clarify, I'm not putting an LS in this. It's already V8. It's already got a V8. It's already got a good V8. But so that's there's some definitely upcoming stuff I want to do to it, but we're not quite there yet with my project. So it'll be a while before that gets done. Let's see. What else were we going to talk about? Oh, Velk's talking about his head. So you're waiting to hear back still. So Velk has come with me on a few journeys to rally races, and we were talking about possibly doing another one this year. But the cost has gone up on the driving rallies, and his car broke. So we're not sure. This might be the first year we miss it. No official word yet. Haven't really heard anything from anybody. It's too early yet to really make a call on it, but because they're not till like summer, and we're not even to spring yet. It's still fucking cold out apparently everywhere, but where I live, it's really nice. It was like in the 45, 50 degrees today. It was kind of nice out there. I didn't go outside or anything. I just
meant your room wasn't quite as cold.
Yeah, it's just really what I mean. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I was like, it's still actually not bad down here tonight. It's usually it cools down at night. I had to turn the heater up. I haven't had to turn the heater up today at all. So it's like that's been great. I love it. So yeah, so we were gonna talk about some news. We had there was some news that came out actually before when we were going to originally do our stream, and then now it's kind of old news, but I have a couple thoughts on it.
Still recentish. Yeah.
If you want to take it away here.
Yeah. So with me being in the Chrysler industry, there was this whole debacle about Cummins basically faking their diesel emissions, kind of like Volkswagen did quite a few years back, and yeah, it ended up costing them. What was the? I could pull it up. It was like something billion.
$1.7 billion is what they ended up getting cost. So So yeah, it didn't. I was trying to. So I couldn't. I don't have a subscription to the New York Times. But along what I was seeing is that they weren't very clear on if they were being fined that, or if that was fines and the cost of the recall, because they are giving money back to customers for this. Yeah. So my whole thing is and because I'm a little bit older, not everyone's going to remember this, but Volkswagen did something kind of similar. And I cannot tell you how much amazing news coverage that had. Now, there are a couple things that are different that are going on in our world right now that are news cycle is picking up on more because it's gaining more views. But I can't help but feel this was fucking downplayed really hard. I feel completely that, Dodge is just getting the lightest slap on the wrist because, you hear the number $1.7 billion and then realize they also generated like $17 billion last year in profits and probably have done pretty good numbers this year. So the cars that were affected were like from 2013, I think, to 2018, if I'm not mistaken, or the trucks they were all trucks, all diesel trucks.
It's that whole generation, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're cheating the system. They're making problems worse instead of making their trucks better, which is ultimately Volkswagen does. And Volkswagen got so much bad press. I mean, to this day, I think they're still seeing like they haven't really recovered from their declines of sales in like their mid 2000s, if I remember correctly, when that happened. Oh, yeah. But that was something that was on the news cycle like every day for like 3 months. I mean, like I just have this memory of. It went on forever. Yeah, it went on just for the longest time ever. And then like this thing, I've seen a couple articles about it. I saw a few people talk about it, and that was it. It's gone. It's like nobody cares anymore. And then I'm just like, holy shit, this is big. Now, I think the scale of what Volkswagen did had a much broader scale because their trucks aren't sold, like Dodge's trucks aren't sold in Europe. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it can be sold in Europe. I think they're too big. So yeah. I think that's part of it. It's kind of on a slightly smaller scale. And they don't really do any other diesel products that I'm aware of. You might have more knowledge than that.
So like the Cummins engines themselves, they use them. There's a couple like not farming equipment, but like some construction things and generators. Mm-hmm. Cummins uses those engines for, but they're a different style of engine and used more for like lower RPM, actual true load stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's a different kind of division.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's mainly their automotive side.
Right, right, right.
Kind of got that.
Well, and that's the thing. I don't know. I'm really torn on about it because it's just like, at one hand, it's like, well, I think if truck manufacturers as a whole would look at designing their trucks better, and I think this way about Toyota in the Tundra that I owned, as well as just other truck manufacturers. They're ridiculous. Trucks are ridiculous. They don't need to be as big and bulky and massive and useless as they are today. And sporting these insane price tags. The only reason I bought the truck I did is because it had, the towing capacity I had with the fuel economy I wanted, and like, barely, and that was a hard find. I was very lucky to find the one I did, because not all Toyota Tundras can tow 10,000 pounds. The specific one I have is, well, it's just shy of 10,000, so it's like 10,950, something like that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty good for a gasoline truck.
Oh yeah, which, by the way, I own a Tundra as well for my daily.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically enough.
Yeah, I know. We both own Tundras.
2011. Yeah.
Mine's a little bit newer, out of 2018, but yeah.
Yep.
So,
still.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I personally, like, when I look, and now that I've moved to Oregon, so in Minnesota, you don't see these anymore, but the little tiny Toyota trucks that used to be everywhere in the 80s and in the 90s are gone in Minnesota, but here they're plentiful. They're just everywhere. And I love those because, I mean, they don't have quite the width I have on my truck, but I don't need that much width on my truck to haul things. I mean, I see these little mini trucks carrying more than I'm carrying half the time, and I'm like, damn, and yeah, sure, my truck's convenient because I can carry 4 passengers in it, or 5 passengers decently comfortably, but do I really need that? I would take a smaller truck that had the same towing capacity or better towing capacity, but it gets tough because you're dealing with a tremendous amount of weight all of a sudden there, and a smaller truck's going to struggle dealing and managing that weight as well. But I still think there are things like, why is my truck so high? It makes no sense. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. I wonder why mine's so tall. I only have 35-inch tires and a 2-inch lift.
All right. You didn't have to share with the whole chat that your dick was small. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I had to do it. To him at least once.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I actually use it. I actually go up into the mountains and stuff like that I needed it.
Right. Yeah, and it makes sense. You go up in the mountains. I live in the mountains. I have off-road tires on mine as well, but that's what it came with. Yeah. And I'll probably keep that for the most part, unless I decide I'm just not doing any off-roading ever, which right now I have not done any off-roading ever with the truck, despite wanting to. I just getting the time. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I think how we approach truck manufacturing in the U.S. needs to change. It's just what that looks like is going to be difficult because we're so busy trying to impress everybody with our status. Like, there's no reason why my truck needs to cost $40,000 used. It's just
that's something I was going to bring up earlier. Is we get brand new vehicles in. And I look at the price tags on a lot of these brand new, 25 or 3,500 Rams, and the lowest cost I've seen on some of them are $60 upwards to $70,000 for a base version.
Yeah.
And if you want loaded, it's $90,000 for almost $100,000 for a Cummins dually Laramie.
And now, is that the
$100,000 for a work truck?
Is that the MSRP price, or is that the dealership price? That's actually.
That's the dealership. It's dealership cost. MSRP, we don't mark up a whole lot.
Okay.
So MSRP is still for that almost $100,000 truck is 80-something thousand, 90,000 ish.
We don't mark up a whole lot, but $20,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
it scales up, and
I get it. I've been in the industry, so.
Yeah, you've been worked at a dealership.
It does scale up, and it gets ridiculous real fast. I mean, there was, of course, that moment when, during the pandemic, when we were seeing new car sales getting price sticker gouging of
Oh,
40 or
yeah.
50% increase on cost for nothing,
Yep.
you know, just literally nothing.
Yep.
And it's just like, well, that's, I mean, you know, if every dealership does that, then yeah, everyone's going to get fucked. You know, it just sucks.
Did you look at the whole C8 Corvette thing when those initially came out?
I don't think I did.
Like they were marking them up like 120%.
Holy shit. That's insane though.
Yeah.
But
like,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's a luxury item, sure, but like, you know, and there's within reason, you know what I mean? Like, it's just dumb. People throw money away very easily, in my opinion, but not that I haven't. It's just, you know,
well, you're doing it for things you enjoy, like just like car parts and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing. How I see it.
No, and I mean, there's some truth to that. Like, I mean, at least I'm enjoying a hobby, but I mean, I don't know, who's to say the guy spending $100,000 on a Corvette isn't doing it for a fun hobby? No, still a little hard to hear. We might want to switch to a Discord call. For this.
Totally do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's switch to Discord call and we can maybe monitor. Let's take a really quick moment to do that here. I'm gonna mute myself and rearrange my settings here so I can do it. There should be a channel you have access to in my Discord called either live stream. I think it's live stream, and one of those two you should be able to have access to.
I see it.
Yeah, let me go over there real quick because I can't do it as easily from my system.
I am in that channel.
And then I'd say mute yourself in here, or at least like. Or I can mute you in here, and that would solve the problem. Because then your voice will.
Just mute my mic in here.
If you mute your mic in here, your lips won't move. How sad is that?
Oh, that's true. That'd be weird.
Yeah, so I'll mute you in here. And then let me go into Discord real quick. If I can even find my mouse. It's so hard to see out of a headset.
Kiki, that's a normal thing, Lissa, blowing her eardrums out.
I mean, that's pretty normal. I can turn myself down too, if that helps at all. Let me see.
Hello, can you hear me now?
No, not quite. Hold on. There's going to be a brief echo here. All right, try now. Nope, that's the wrong one. All right, try now.
Hello.
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 Well, I think you sound louder already, but let's double check that. Do a mic test with me. One, just like 1, 2, 3.
Do it.
Do it.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
All right. Yeah, you're a little bit quiet here, so I'm gonna turn you up on Discord.
All right.
You're generally very quiet, and I'm fairly loud, so I'm gonna turn down my OBS settings just a little bit more here. Oh, actually, yeah, that would explain why. I had my volume turned up to when I'm on my other microphone, and I never reset it. That would explain why I was so loud, and now you should be hitting similar volume levels now. So that should be a little bit better. Let us know, Kiki, and anybody else in the chat, how that's looking here. I'm going to tap back over so I can see this.
Is that in Milwaukee?
I think
I'm going to say yes, because it's red.
I mean, we can find out.
It doesn't actually show anything on it. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can pick it up.
Yeah, you can do whatever we can do whatever we want.
Dope.
I'm gonna try to sit back down on this chair here. Close enough. It does not have a brand. And it does not work. So into the fire with it. Sounds much better. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, so I just have Apex. I'll just have to remember to unmute him when we to do other things. Well, if we do other things today, I think we were talking about we were going to go to a race world and maybe do a couple laps in one of our favorites.
Yep.
Yeah, no weird noise or anything, Kiki. Yeah, nothing at all. So besides that, talking about the fucking failure of Dodge as a brand and how that's been just completely ignored. I will give news organizations are doing everything for one reason and one reason only, and that is profit. And so if they don't think the American people will care about it, they're not going to bother with it, right? So that being said, I think there's some wars happening that are a little bit more popular right now, at least one. I think that's been like the big news cycle, and so part of that is like this is not getting a lot of attention, for better or for worse, and I think it should get more attention because it is a huge fuck up, and everyone involved with that should be fired. I'm sorry. Just straight up, right up the chain of directors. Whoever said, yes, this is what we're going to do, fired. Yeah, and never work in this industry again.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, I don't know. That's just not forgivable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, of course, they're, once again, popular with what's going on and everything. They're going after the money. What's cheapest? What's easiest? What can make me the most profit?
Right.
What can roll things through faster?
Yeah.
Not what's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate. I don't know. It is what it is at the end of the day. And there's nothing I can do about it, you can do about it. I mean, we could not buy Dodge trucks, but I think we're already doing that. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could
work on them all day. Do I really want to drive one home after I get off from work?
God, no. Well, I never understood. That is the thing, that there's a weird culture of like, you work at a dealership and you go and buy a vehicle from that dealership. And I can totally understand that it's a used car or maybe like another car through that. I went to a totally different fucking dealership that gave me a much better deal than my own dealership would on a truck that I wanted. And I absolutely despise Dodge trucks too. I'm not going to lie. There's so many, there's only a few use cases for them. And the only ones I dislike more actually, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, I don't like the F-150s. I think they have an ugly interior too.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of shit or like Fords. Chevys, how I see them is like Fords are like the construction truck that you buy and you just use it to beat it up. Chevys are the old man truck that are comfy, but the front suspension, everything just bows as soon as you do anything.
God,
and Dodges, the chassis just twist. They can pull a lot because of the inline six Cummins, but the chassis just doesn't hold it.
Yeah,
the chassis fuck up on them.
And then you get a Toyota. Tundra.
Yep.
And you
get a Tundra, and they just last forever.
They last forever. You don't maybe get as much towing as you could get, because I think like the standard versions of ours get like what I think it's like 8,000 pounds or something like that, which that's not that much more. I mean, my fucking 4Runner with the bigger brakes can pull 7,000 pounds. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And you get 20 miles to the gallon. What the fuck? You know?
Oh.
But I mean, once you start getting over that limit of tow rate, and that's where I was focusing a lot of my attention on when I was looking for one, was the towing capacity. But kind of back to like the whole topic of dealerships buying vehicles from, buying a vehicle from your own dealership. I am in Subarus all day long. I don't want to be in another Subaru. But what did I buy? I bought another fucking Subaru, and I was like, God damn it! I tell you what, that Subaru was the best car I think I've ever bought. It was so fucking good to me. I got really lucky. The previous owners took pretty good care of it, which you can get away with that with a Toyota, but not always with a Subaru. But at 180,000 miles, the head gases were just starting to seep. And I was like, at 180, that's not too bad. And they were just starting. No oil was mixing with anything. It was just an external leak. Super fucking manageable. I didn't even notice oil going down between oil changes hardly more than maybe like a fourth of a quart. After like 6,000 miles, or no, 5,000 miles of driving. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's really not bad. So it had been a really good Subaru, and at least they maintained their oil changes the whole time. Yeah, no way you're getting 20 miles a gallon while towing. That is true. I got about, I think we capped at about 7, but part of it we were getting 5. So
Yep.
on the uphill side going into the West Coast here was like
Not great. Like yeah.
yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah, I remember trying to tow my Genesis over to get it tuned.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I live over in Colorado, so I had to drive through the Rockies to go get it tuned. And God, I had to fuel up so much. Like the trailer didn't weigh a ton. The car weighs like 3,000 pounds. So we'll call it like 4,000 pounds just to call it, make it easy.
Mhm.
And oh God, I had to fuel up like twice for a 4-hour trip.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean, yeah.
oh,
I think we Valk might remember this. So I have a 38-gallon tank. I think that's correct.
yeah. I think that's the same that I've got in mine.
But mine freaks out and says you're on empty before you're on empty to save the fuel filter or the fuel pump. Sorry, not the filter.
Yeah, keep it from running dry.
Yeah, so I think it has like 8 gallons left in it whenever it tells me like get gas now. Like okay, that's a lot. 8 gallons is a lot of gas to just constantly have in a tank. But that thing was it was like every 2.5 hours we were filling up like 200 miles. Every 200 miles we were filling up for gas, and it was like, I mean, we're traveling 2,000 miles. I swiped my card so much through that entire trip.
That's the largest cost.
It was absolutely brutal. What's up, Nuggy?
Hey, Nuggy. So,
yeah, I mean, in reality, none of us want to drive the cars we worked with because we know how terrible they are. Let's be honest. And it was just ironic.
It's just like the same shit every day.
Yeah, well, and it's really funny because like you would think like, oh, I worked on all these cars, I know all this stuff. Yeah, you know all this stuff, and now I know I don't want to work on them. I want to work on anything but. I don't think I'll buy another Subaru in my time, at least at the current time. I like Subarus, but I think if I was to buy another car, fuck, it's a Subaru. Shit, fuck.
You're falling down the hole.
I literally just about to name a Subaru. It's. Do you know what Subaru? I want you to guess what car you think I want to buy. That's a Subaru. It's also not a Subaru. Mind. That should narrow it down a little for you.
It's not a Subaru.
But it's a Subaru. But it's not a Subaru. It's an 86. Okay.
Yeah. It's a GT86. I hate when people say just an 86 because an 86 is the Torino.
A lot of people call my car an 86. My car is not an 86.
Yeah, that's not an 86.
I had so many people like, it's an 86. I'm like no. But yes, I would love a GT86. Also BRZ. What I have against the 86 is the GT86 at least. I have the issue that I have with that car is the Subaru. So you take the Subaru out of the car and suddenly it's a good car. And it's fast and it has abilities to like put power into it. I would consider getting an 86 if I thought it was convenient for me out here. But I would still have to keep a truck, and then I'd also have to sell it. And once again, I'm falling into the I have 10 car problem, and I don't know where to put them all.
It's a car enthusiast problem. Damn.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm never gonna be able to escape this.
Get the GR model.
The GR model's dope.
But it's still a Subaru motor, isn't it? Or am I not?
Yes, it is still a Subaru.
And then that's the problem.
It's still a Boxster at the end of the day.
But if we swap the 86 with something cool, like 5 rotary engines stacked together, Nugget says no, it's a Toyota.
No, it's still got the Subaru Boxster engine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it still has a 2.0 Boxer, 2.20 liter Boxer. Unless I'm completely wrong, but
no, it still has the Boxster. I know that for sure.
Because they haven't put any other engine besides that in any of the
It's a Boxer,
V6
yeah, but I was under the impression they did a
and
lot. Shift this a little bit. A lot of joint work on it. Well, the body work. So my experience with working on them, everything in the engine components and like the brake stuff, all that's generically Subaru. And then as soon as you touch, I think the transmission, that I think was Toyota's, right? If I'm not, I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that.
I believe.
But then, like,
Hydrate, bitch!
God damn it, damn it, Kiki! I want to hydrate right now. We should hydrate. We should hydrate.
All right. God damn it, Kai! No, you can't join, Kai.
Not right now, Kai. Maybe later. But
Thank you for the hydrate, Kiki.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I would still consider it. I just wish it didn't have a super motor. That's really what it comes down to.
Uh-huh.
Talking this much does require drinking. It was a good time for it, actually.
Yeah.
I did put a cooldown on the hydrates now, finally, too, so I won't get to spam with them endlessly. It's 10 minutes,
Nice.
but I also added some more channel redemption things and like silliness there. So,
Hell yeah.
my hand position. Listen, it's hard to hold controllers and hold.
That's why I always set one down and like just use this one to like
No, I gotta
show that I'm kind of holding it.
God damn
At
it!
least with the quest controllers, it makes it easier.
They're so far apart. This can is huge. Look at the size of this thing.
That's what she said.
No, anyway. But yeah, no. So more or less,
Yeah,
that's
me and
what she
Kiki are on the same wavelength. Let's go.
damn it. But really, the answer is, if we want to really stop doing car stuff, we have to quit our jobs, and I did that, so I was smart. What about you?
Like, what do you mean, me on what?
I don't know. You mentioned something earlier, so I was wondering if you had somewhere to go with that. God damn it! I had a. I was like, all right, he'll know what to do if I just put this out there. And just blank face, like,
you were like,
you said something about your. Okay, you said you're gonna have to do so. You might be doing something different in the car community.
yes, that after that whole thing, I realized what you're leading to. But yes, I'm debating on getting out of the like dealership type thing for automotive stuff.
Okay.
And there is a restoration shop in town that I happen to come across that they're looking for a electrical automotive technician for restoration stuff.
Interesting.
And hey, damn, that's crazy. My specialty is electrical and wiring and harnesses and stuff like that and sensors. And it ends up paying the same, and I get to work on cool old stuff. And they, funny enough, they specialize in TRD.
Oh shit!
That is their main section.
You have to sell the Toyota then.
Hey, I won't be working on new stuff.
Okay.
On, like, TRD stuff from like the 80s, so like old FJs and all that.
That's
stuff.
really cool, actually.
And Land Cruisers. So that's I'm gonna go talk to him actually tomorrow.
Well,
See what's up.
Well, I hope that goes well for you, and if it's something you want to do, I hope it works out.
Oh yeah.
I'll be curious to hear more.
Oh yeah.
Just tell him you can't work Monday, and then we're good.
Hey, actually, the really cool thing is I get off at 3:00 every day if I take that that job. Yeah.
No shit.
So
I'm just reading the chat here, and Nugget has said that the 2025 GR8 will have a 3-cylinder hybrid.
Oh shit! It's gonna have the
front end
engine
drive
from the Yaris, or yeah, it's the Yaris. I think.
But they took away the thing I like.
Yeah.
That's sad because I like the rear wheel drive. Because then I can go
That's what makes the
Tokyo
car
Drift.
That's what made the BRC and the 8.6 what it was.
But I tell you what, the thing would be a beast in front wheel drive around the track. I'm not gonna lie.
It would.
It's
See,
gonna.
but then
Yeah.
what I have a conflict is they already have a hatch doing that. So they have the I'm pretty sure it's the Yaris that has that 3-cylinder front wheel drive.
Correct. Yeah. If it's gonna be the 300 horsepower
So
3-cylinder, it's the one out of the
yeah,
Yaris. That's
I
interesting.
would hope that they don't go away from the rear
Heck an
wheel drive
ad.
because that's what makes.
hmm
Oh, Kiki's on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We should. Yeah, they're running ad breaks right now for about another 50 seconds.
okay.
It's just kind of. It's the
Before
thing.
we go,
Some people get them.
you
Some people don't. If you're subscribed, you don't get
it'll
them.
be
Or you
yeah.
shouldn't get them.
Oh,
I
it
think it
will be
still.
real quick,
I
like
think
I
it still
said.
does it regardless of what I ask it not to do.
Yeah, but
Your dog maintenance ads.
that's BRB in
5
like 2
ads.
years.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Holy
What
shit!
the hell?
It's funny because I've told Twitch if you're subscribed to me, you don't get ads.
Yeah.
But I think it still does it. So this is if you don't like the ads, I think if you're subscribed to me, you shouldn't get them. Please, subscribers, confirm this. Yes, I'm a subscriber and I don't see any ads. All right, great. So just slam me with all your subscriptions to solve the ads.
Well,
Um,
so I have your stream pulled up so I can see chat,
mhm.
and I haven't gotten an ad, so
Nice.
there's only that.
And you are subscribed to me, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
So there you go. The call to action for subscriptions. We have accomplished it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only people who can see it are the only people who can see or hear us right now are the people who are subscribed. This is somebody type in the chat. Tell the unsubscribers.
Nucky, deal across the house at Kiki.
Tell the unsubscribers they could get away from the ads if they just subscribe. Subscribing solves all the problems. You don't have to see the 3-minute ad breaks. They're not there.
Oh, real. They're not real. They don't exist.
Yeah, 3-minute ad break can't hurt you. It's not real. Just kidding. Welcome to the twitch.tv Alyssa's Fire Streams. 5 minutes of ads every time.
I should claim my rewards in Lissa's chat so I can spam stuff later.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I added new audio sounds in here so people can do more audio clips and stuff like that. And so there's all sorts of things. I put some cooldowns on everything so it's not too spammy. But yeah, I put some fun ones in there for just the general chat. And then obviously people who are bit or want to spend money on it, you can play specific sounds from the Twitch extension Blurp that I have.
Dr. Pepper for breakfast? What?
You want to play it, don't you now? Now you really
I
want to
do.
play that. You really
I
want to
do.
know what that sounds like.
I kind of want to click it.
Yeah, I bet you do. You gonna click it?
People
I did it.
try to give me coffee for breakfast. Well, I'd rather have a Dr. Pepper.
I don't know if you heard it because I don't know. If
Yeah,
I'd rather have a Dr. Pepper for breakfast. That's me. That's me. I'm the Dr. Pepper for breakfast person, okay? Coffee, fuck that shit. Dr. Pepper all the way around. Diet Dr. Pepper specifically. Because apparently I only drink diet.
Yeah, I'm more of a NOS person in the morning. I like my NOS.
Yeah, NOS is a little heavy for me. Personally, I like propane.
I'm white. I'm black.
Like
I'm
straight
yellow.
ethanol,
I'm
okay?
red.
I'm gay.
I'm gay. Yeah, good job. Thank you. It actually doesn't tell me who played that. What the hell? I need to update that. Thanks whoever played it. That was good.
Oh, God.
Watch out! You're gonna crash!
Watch out, you're gonna crash! I fucking love that one. It's from Sonic, of all things.
I was Sonic.
Uh,
Oh, my God.
So, Anyway, was there anything else we wanted to talk about today? We kind of went over a lot so far in our first kind of introduction for this. I kind of still figuring out our format here and how to sit in a chair properly.
Mhm. What Nuggy was saying earlier. I want to bring that back up.
That's what we were talking about.
We bring back this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it will be a rear-wheel drive 3-cylinder, and the front tires will be electric. Then they're sticking with the same transmission, is what Nuggy's saying.
All right.
Which, yes.
All right. So Nugget, do we have an estimated cost on what the MSRP is going to be on that one? Have they announced it yet?
Really sick.
That's going to be a rare car to get.
And then it would also, I would assume, what new cars are kind of doing, especially like what they did with the Mustang, is they have a drift mode with it.
Okay.
And so it would basically just go to all gas for the drift, and you would just use it as rear-wheel drive, and then switch over to all-wheel drive for a hybrid style system.
Okay.
Probably 40K. Nuggy, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think
I could 40, 45.
Wasn't the Corolla was 50, right? Or not the Corolla, the Yaris?
The Yaris?
Yeah.
No.
I thought that was 50.
Are you talking about like the GR?
Yeah, the GR Race Edition one, I think was 50.
I think it was sub 50. It was around it. But
the Corolla was 50. So the Corolla was 50. What about the Yaris? I thought the GR Yaris was more, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I was thinking that the dealership price was going to be marked up like, 20%, 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to buy one. Yeah, me too,
Models.
actually.
You want to buy one? Nuggy, do it. Fucking do it, please.
So anyway, we're gonna have a new donation subscriber goal of $40,000 here starting today. Hopefully by the summer here, because that's when they're gonna be coming out. So we're gonna really need to work for that goal. I'm gonna start flopping around in the basement here a lot more. Really try to up the entertainment game. I'm just gonna be like diving into shit, Oh fuck. Yeah, I would really consider it. I'm always torn on them adding like the electric stuff, but since they're going away from the Subaru motor, I'm like, well, it can't be any worse than the Subaru motor.
Okay. That inline 3 setup that they have with that, I love that setup. From the technology and everything that I've done a little bit of diving into, that engine is ridiculous. So I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head right now, but the horsepower per cylinder is off the charts from what I've read. Oh, wait, Nuggy, what?
Same engine
that's in the Lotus?
But yeah, the Lotus uses Toyota's motors.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm pulling that out of my ass, and I think I'm right on that, but I could be wrong.
What?
Yeah, who was there was, because Subaru was making engines for Saab for a little bit there, and then there was I thought it was Toyota making stuff for Lotus, but am I wrong about that? I really feel like I'm pulling that out of my ass. So
well, I know Lotus didn't ever make engines in-house, but I didn't know where they pulled them from.
Right, yeah.
Because they've switched a couple times, I do know that.
Yeah, I'm not terribly surprised by that. So
yeah, Lotus is basically a chassis and suspension facility, and then they just put a powertrain in, from what I know.
Makes sense.
Toyota for Lotus, besides for the newest ones. Okay, that's good info to know.
Yeah, see?
Nuggy.
I did know something there.
Brings our info to the Carters. Wait, what is this? What is
They're our fact checker. We're gonna have you up in a little screen in the back. Can we get that fact checked?
Yes, that would be so dope.
For sure.
This Nuggy and his little his lizard Abby just on a computer.
Yep. That'd be funny as hell. Why do I see this now and I really want it? All right. Yeah, so I think that pretty much sums up what we were going to talk about. We're not too bad for time.
Yeah. We've been going for a little over an hour.
Oh, I remember one thing. So you had sent me a video, and I don't. Unfortunately, I was trying to find a YouTube comparison of it, but I couldn't find the same tires. But they were basically this racing slick that was blue, and it was about making colored smoke tires. And so I started looking into it because I was like, I was curious because I'm pretty sure, and I could look. So I have some older 2000 magazines from. What is it? Sport Compact magazines from back in the day. And they had, I'm pretty sure, an advertisement for the same thing, which was like in the middle, they had like a set of blue stripes in them, and you could get like a slightly blue colored tire, but they were safe for road use and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But they were falling apart on the tracks, which is where you want to do your burnouts anyway, and drifting and stuff like that. And this is before drifting was really taking off. But the idea is that you have a tire with rubber that can do a burnout, right? With colored smoke, which is pointless to literally everybody, but
it looks cool. Oh, it looks so dope.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of look cool, but I feel like unless it has a use case besides a burnout, I don't know. You know, I don't know.
And like that whole area of discussion is just purely cosmetic stuff. Like, there's no true like performance advantage to any of that.
Right. Yeah. It's just purely aesthetics. And if it makes things worse, I don't see the point of doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that was the I'm sorry, what was that?
Unless you're doing like a burn yard thing where like it's just, or like the Australian burnout competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Then I can kind of see it.
Is.
When I first Googled it, the biggest thing that I find the main manufacturers doing it isn't any of the ones that I've seen before. They're doing them as gender reveal tires, which I'm just God. It's so it's so dumb. It's so dumb, and I'm just like, okay, like this is the dumbest thing to try to celebrate.
I understand the idea and the pull behind it, but I'm like,
I don't understand it at all. It's not terrible.
It's a kid, okay?
But who cares? My parents would have been very wrong if they had done that. See, I bring a very different perspective to that whole scene. Oh, nonetheless. Touching a full, yeah. I don't understand. Like, it's, I don't know.
I haven't seen that. Kiki.
There's some dumb shit people do. I mean, how many fires have like created? Like just.
Oh
geez.
yeah.
So many fucking gender reveal parties gone bad. Just stop. Mm-hmm. We don't need to blow up anything. It doesn't need to be hyper like fucking explosive and aggressive, and it's hyper masculinity is what it really comes down to. But I'm not gonna get into that too much.
That's a whole other fucking topic.
Oh yeah. Want to blow shit, but not because of gender. Yeah, exactly. Blow shit because it's fun to do, not because it makes celebrating.
Kind of like our Milwaukee drill that's just chilling down there in the fire.
It hasn't exploded yet. I mean, it's comfortable. It's still vibing.
Comfortable.
Boom! You know, that stream just ends like. I'm just like mangled on the back of the car. God damn it. Oh my god. It's funny from my perspective, your hand and your jacket kind of like fade away, and then I just see the red sometimes because there's just a black background behind you other than the garage door.
Yeah, that way.
And so every once in a while I think there's something coming through the garage door, and it scares me. Like my real garage door is also right there, and
he's like, it's coming up for you.
It's coming for me. It's crawling in. That's a really old meme. a very,
God.
very long time ago, there was a friend of mine who came to visit me during my stream because I said he could. And so he came in and he goes, I'm crawling in because I only gapped the garage door like that far just to let ventilation out.
Oh, that freaked me
It
out.
scared me so bad at first.
Yeah.
It was so good. Good stuff. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Fuck.
It would be cool
Now
to
I'm just
watch.
thinking about that. Just something crawling in right here. Oh God, no. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's funny. Polar Melon has acid, and I haven't seen Polar Melon for a hot minute. Well, do we want to go to a car world and do some races together? We can invite other people if they want to hang out,
I'm down
or
for that.
yeah, let's so what I'll do is I'll create a portal for us, and then what we'll do is I'll take a 5-minute break real quick.
Okay.
Good time to use the bathroom, top up water, get some more water, drink some more water,
Yeah.
hydrate,
Probably gonna grab
bitch.
a bit more water.
Yeah, so let's do this.
Polar Melon just
It-
sent me a request as well.
Yeah, he wants to join us here. Well, let's have him join the new world. I'll mute everything,
Okay.
and then he can kind of come in and
'Cause, probably should we with inviting everyone? Should we stay in the Discord?
If you and I want to talk while we're in a car, yes, because I
I
still have
think
you
that'd be-
muted, and that solves my side of problems. But
Yeah, exactly.
and you can mute me in the Discord call or however you, or if you want to mute me in the game, that's fine too.
I'll probably just stay talking to you in the Discord. That way, we can talk while we're driving and whatnot,
New
and then
instance.
others can hear, like the rest of the stream can hear the others through your VR chat. I
Right
think that'll
on.
work that way.
So let's do that, chat. We're going to take a quick break. Thank you all for joining us for the first part of this. We're going to do some car racing stuff if you want to do that and hang out with us. And this has been a great success. We've had a lot of fun tonight, and I think we're going to do it again here.
Yeah.
We're still kind of hammering out if that's going to be a weekly, bi-weekly, when we can thing. So once that kind of gets figured out, we'll try to post schedules when we can and do this more often.
Oh yeah, because I had a ton of fun with this. I really enjoyed this.
Hell yeah. All right, so people who are easily seasick, leave the chat now. My portal disappeared. I'm a genius.
Oh. Nice.
New instance, invite only, and our portal. All right, we're gonna go. So we'll be back in a moment.
Yee. Oh God, I'm still locked. Oh no, I'm locked.
He's trapped in here forever.
Cool, I'm back in. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Insane for me.
All right, I'm back, and I think Apex is back too. Slide on over
I'm
to
back.
the VR chat one again. Also, bye, Kiki. Take care.
Bye bye, Kiki. Oh, shit, why did I close that?
Guess what map we're on? Odawara. All right.
Yeah, there I am. Let's
Yeah.
go. I'm up there.
Nice.
This is the first time I'm seeing myself up there. So fuck you, I beat you.
I kill the music real quick. Yeah, nicely done, sir. I'm still up there too, actually, aren't I?
Mhm.
I was gonna say I don't think
You
I
were
got
right below
bumped.
me.
Yeah, I don't think I
I'm
got bumped
still
off
below
yet.
you.
We actually set some solid fucking times on that one.
Yeah.
Let me I'm just fixing a
I
couple
like how
things
we're the
here.
only GTRs on all of the times.
We are actually right now, except for desktop time. There's one on there, a couple on there, I think.
Yeah, but the times that matter. Or the times that matter.
Just swapping over our, because we're no longer just chatting. We're just chatting and racing cars.
Yes.
Also, Kiki take care. Thanks for watching. I don't know if I said that already, but I had to really quick just fix my full body tracking. Put ourselves. We're on the leaderboard. Look how fucking cool we are. That's how you spell Apex name. He like hit the I one too. No, I'm just kidding.
I fell asleep halfway through. Don't worry about it.
He fell asleep on the keyboard, but the visions part came out okay. So I mean, it worked out in the
Ironically
end.
enough, when I made my Xbox gamer tag, there was already an ApexVisions with one eye, so I had to double the eyes.
Or pick a better name. No, I'm just kidding.
I had a creative one.
He's got to pick a better name. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. So, yes, we are on the leaderboard. I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't trip over this as we're starting to get a little bit more into an adventurous mode here. I don't want to, like, land on a fucking hot heater.
Yeah, that's not preferred. Don't do that.
That'd be horrible. All right. Well, how do we want to do this? Do we want to... Cars, we were going to... Our whole thing, what we were planning on doing... Put myself in this frame here, too. And I'm going to turn on... And we're going to turn on the smoothing. There we go. So my whole thing today was just so we get a chance to just go around together. We have never done that. We've never kind of competed with each other for times directly on the same track. I don't think we need to start at exactly the same times, but maybe like start coasting together.
Yeah, somewhere around
And
the
yeah,
same.
and then kind of just get a general vibe from there. Let me make sure I did one thing. Because sometimes I forget to unmute my microphone. Oh, nope, we're good. We're good.
Nope.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Because, like, there have been times when I was sitting here streaming, I'm like, no one can hear anything.
Everyone's like, are you mute now?
Yes, actually. mute Lissa.
God,
Yeah.
I think you would explode if you were a mute.
I probably would, because I just have too much, like, I can't express myself. If I ever lose my voice, I'm going to be so sad.
I lost the pen. I had to try to be mute for a half a night. And oh god, that was the hardest thing of my life. Because I'm a rambling idiot too.
All right,
and
yeah.
I just,
So is there a specific car you'd like to drive?
of course, on this map, I've leaned towards the GTR, the Hurricane.
Pick your pick.
I'll take GTR.
Okay, I'll take the Hurricane.
All
right, I'm gonna try. Give me a second to position my camera here.
Yeah, no, you're good. 'Cause-
And
Cool. Actually, while I'm driving, sorry, I won't be able to see your chat.
that's okay. They all
Because
left
how I have
anyway.
them set up, it blocks like a good portion of.
Yeah, I have mine on a transparency. It's all goofy. It's
Yeah, my excess overlay. I probably could fuck with my settings and get it to work, but I can't.
yeah. I just gotta turn
I
on
know.
flying and
Cool.
rotate you back around.
So go this way and just like turn around.
I'm trying to give them
Setup.
the behind the car view.
Oh, like a third person, like a.
Yeah, just pardon me while I'm crashing into stuff.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell you doing?
It's gonna be like Kark's camera, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of janky, not perfect. Okay, there we go.
What Kark's is all about, being kind of janky. That's what I
Yeah, a
love
little
about it.
bit. Not gonna lie. Should have probably turned up my sensitivity a little bit.
Oh yeah, shit. Couldn't do that. Oh well, I'm rolling with the 1.0 sensitivity.
We both can to start.
I'm gonna understeer the fuck out of this.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to adjust my play space just a hair here. I was like, I can't see over the steering wheel. I'm a tiny baby.
Problems.
Oh shit, it didn't track me here. I gotta, hold on. Let me adjust the sensitivity, fuck it. I gotta fucking reset the camera anyway. It didn't, I didn't set it to follow me afterwards.
Oh.
Lower my grip and up my sensitivity to...
You lower grip?
Yeah, I lower my hand grip because I let go of the steering wheel sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes my fingers just get too cold from like white knuckling this controller for so long.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. So hold on, we'll fix the camera here in just a second.
Ah, I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not a passenger.
Oh, I'm fucking shit. Hold on. Reset the anchor. Flying mode. And we'll put it directly behind me. This won't be exactly right. And then we'll turn off that. We'll put the anchor and we'll put it to local. So now it should follow me. I'm gonna sit straight this time and actually get it to register my height at the correct angle. That's pretty good. And we're gonna turn it back on flying and adjust it from there. Hey, that's starting to look pretty good.
Alright, I'm all set up.
I think I should be set too.
Well, since you're already in front of me, just roll whenever
You know, the
want.
only thing we didn't set is the timers.
Oh god damn it! Oh my
I swear to God, I swear to God, I can't make this shit up.
Oh my god!
I can't make this shit up. Well, set it for me if you set if you set yours. No, it won't. God damn it!
No, it's
I have to get out of the
local.
car again. Reset the
Yeah.
camera again. God
Okay,
damn
we're
it!
doing clockwise, correct?
I hope so. I'm not fucking ready to do counterclockwise.
Yeah, I've never done
Let me
counterclockwise.
slide back over to the car real quick.
Okay.
Hey, my camera's more or less spot on, so if you want me to go first, I will gladly. Don't forget to turn your brake on.
I already did. Yeah, I'm set. I'm good.
I've actually never driven this car, just so you know.
Really?
Yeah,
The Hurricane's pretty good. The Hurricane's pretty good. Less understeer than the GTR.
that sucks. Let's go.
Okay, following someone, you are flying. Like, legit, like, you're in the air.
Yeah, it's super goofy.
Just mild jank. Ooh, that was not a great corner
That
for
didn't
me.
sound great. You doing okay back there, buddy?
In real life, I might have died. I might have died.
That's okay. Death is acceptable in real life.
Huh?
Hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not warmed up for this.
I am apparently.
You
That's
killing
all
it?
I've been doing.
Killing
It. I don't know if I'm killing it, but definitely putting
See-
some time in. Oh, nope, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost.
Well,
It's
hey.
weird. I was losing frames really bad right there for a second.
Oh,
What's up, Polar? How you doing?
it's Polar in chat.
Elite has requested an invite. I have got off the road because I was reading chat. Ah! Shortcut. This is a great time for someone to use the channel redemption bits to play the sound. You're gonna crash. See, that's why I put them in there. I put them in there for you all. Let me get Nuggy in here. Since I've already crashed.
Watch out! You're gonna crash!
There it is. Thanks, Paul. I love it. Oh, it's fantastic.
Hi, Lissa.
Hey, what's up?
I'm up.
You drafting on me?
Yep, draft. Oh, you slowed me down. No.
That's right. How do you like my good brakes? That thing doesn't have shit for brakes, to be honest. Let's pick up Elite. You can join us.
Yeah. That's a 211.
So I think he's here.
God, that sucks.
Sup? Stand in front of my
Nuggy?
car. Then people,
Nuggy?
oh, no, people can see you.
Stand in front of it.
Yeah, well, I just want to make sure
Yeah.
people can see you. The camera's behind me. That's like race. That's cute, Abby. I like it.
Yeah, I was like, that's dope,
Yeah,
Abby
I just
Nuggy.
got it. It was free, so I picked it up.
Hell yeah. Well, we were just doing some, races, and I found a really epic shortcut by jumping over a fucking house, and I'm gonna try that one again and see if that works, because I might be able to get that 145 time.
Bring your time down.
I think I can. Wouldn't it be funny if they didn't fucking say shit about it either?
People try to give me coffee for breakfast. Well, I'd rather have a Dr. Pepper.
They
I'd
probably
rather have a
say
Dr.
shit
Pepper.
'cause- Alright, I'm gonna hop in a car.
You know, hop in a car. Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta grab a Dr. Pepper. Someone just redeemed some points for some Dr. Pepper drinks. I'm just gonna walk
I happen
out.
to have my thing that isn't Dr. Pepper next to me.
It's definitely not alcoholic, I'm sure.
Yeah, totally.
We don't drink and drive.
No, never drink and drive. That's a bad idea. Race and drink, that's a different thing.
I don't have enough Dr. Pepper, but I might need enough Dr. Pepper.
Why is it so spicy?
You might need to position your car. You two, Elite? You might want to make sure you set your track position.
Yeah, Nuggy.
Like you're going counterclockwise because you're in the fence. He doesn't have the fence, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah, he can't see that because he didn't set counterclockwise or clockwise.
yeah, Nuggy. Nuggy, hop out of your car real quick.
Yeah, go up to the time attack board and just hit next race. Yeah, because then it'll set the thing. Wait, what the? I'm being assaulted. Help, officer.
Change the next race and make sure you're set to clockwise.
Yeah, it's set to clockwise.
Cool, dope.
I could read.
Me too. All right. Apex, go ahead of me this time. I want to see you crash.
All right.
Oh, we have enough Dr. Pepper. No, we don't. We're actually out, aren't we? other than my secret stash down here, I think we're out.
Lissa, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going now.
Come on, Nuggy.
Crap. Just sending it. Fifth gear send.
Ooh, that's the first time I've crashed there in a long time.
That's where I crashed last lap. Ooh! Okay, I didn't crash. Let's go. Almost yeeted myself into like a tree.
Hit me, Nuggy! Hit me hard! Hit me hard, Nuggy! I'm stuck on my side! I'm like a beached whale! Ah, it worked!
Whoa, contact there.
I don't know how I did that. That was impressive. This car,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, this car is hard to drive with the dropping in frames I'm having. Nuggy, wrong way! Here, I'm waiting for Nuggy.
Having a good run. I'm having a good run.
He's having a good run. Huh?
He's having a good run. See if I can adapt to. Oh, I was having a good run till I tried going on the bridge route,
It's tough.
and yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's very different. Oh. Yep, I screwed this run up.
I need more steering angle to handle the Huracan. I
We
really.
can trade. We can trade.
And how good did you do? What's your time?
I got like
posted?
a 2 flat. Yeah, Lissa, if you want to run the GTR, you can.
I'm just wondering what's causing my drop in frames. I'm guessing just having more people here, but
I don't know. I'm chilling at like 50 frames right now.
yeah, I don't
You
think
have a
that's.
better PC than me.
Yeah, but I also have a much heavier, higher resolution than you. I am cruising at about 45 RPMs here.
RPMs?
RPMs, yeah, FPS. But I'm also
You know,
streaming.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a big part of streaming.
Yeah, a big part of it is.
You wanna try the GTR? Should we just swap real quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Literally right behind you. What's up?
Oh my god, I'm in the wrong side. I'm gonna readjust the camera a little bit.
I'm good.
Shut up, Valk. All right.
Everyone ready?
I hope so.
Alright, I'm going. Setting it.
So I did not mean to hit that corner.
Ooh, I forgot how much I like the Hurricane. This thing kind of rips. A little understeer there.
Hey, that's where I flipped the car. You could just power through some of this shit that I can't do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I tried powering too much. I found a curve.
She's coming in for the pass. She's coming on the inside. They're fighting for it. They're crunching into each other.
Away from me! Get away from me!
Apex will pull along in the straight here, but when the hairpin is Alyssa's late, Apex gonna allow her to catch up in time. It's giving her the advantage. Clearly, she has cut the lawn and crashed. I didn't even know you could do that. This is a first. I've never cut the grass this hard.
You. This wasn't gonna be it. Oh god. I'm just gonna sit here. Sit here and disappoint you. I fucked up. I fucked up. What's up, Nuggy? Following Nuggy. Hi, Nuggy. Oh!
Don't worry, I'll catch up.
Sorry, Nuggy. I don't know if I fucked you up.
I'm catching up to him. What he doesn't realize, I'm right on his tail already.
Me? You ain't catching me. Oh, fuck you, Mike.
Lissa passes on the outside, takes a rough corner, messed up her line a little bit, but that's okay. She's making a comeback. Here's the heavy Apex corner that she fucked up on last time. She takes it very well this time, losing frames dramatically as she goes through this corner. She's gonna take the bridge exit, and she comes out strong through the bridge, hits a curb, that's okay. She's making a comeback though. She's gonna make a world record pace out of this yet. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, Drift Lissa, missing her turn, completely missing her turn, just like in the anime.
Oh, damn. Hi, how's it going?
I got flipped! Holy shit!
What the hell is going on?
Drift Lissa's getting flipped! Both literally and figuratively flipped off by ApexVisions. God damn.
Oh, you're called Drift Lissa, not Drift Lissa.
Get fucked. Oh my god. Wait, where did you go? Did you respawn your car?
Yeah, I respawned. I just respawned for a second.
Ruined a record. Ah, I'm sorry, Apex! Or not Apex, Nuggy.
Nuggy.
That was Nuggy.
I'm right here. I'm showing my stuff.
I gotta get out of the car. Oh, the frame loss is bad today.
Yeah, what?
Well, it's because I have more people in here, and I also have my stream running. So I'm gonna have to set up the capture card for it. That's why I bought the capture card before I left Minnesota. Like, I bought that so I could start doing stream stuff originally.
Nuggy with a 246.
What did I hit?
You have a 216. I've got a 208.
Hey, a 216 with a crash isn't too bad. I'll accept that.
Yeah, I have a 208 with full fuck up.
in that car.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, Nuggy, you were ripping in an underpowered car compared to what we were in.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the 4C is what I've hit my record in first. I hit a 2-second time with that car. That car is super good. You just have to take lines super, super well. It is possible. You just have to be like really cautious about it.
Nuggy, you can try the GTR. You can try the GTR or the Hurricane.
I tried it
The-
already.
I think the GTR is a hard one to learn
What the hell
from.
is going on with the What? What's going on with the GTR right now?
It's fine. They're just clipping around. That's what happens.
I kind of want to try the
Car was annoying.
911. It's been a minute since I've driven
I
that.
want something a little faster, but not like fucking ridiculous.
Stupid.
Hmm.
The Hurricane could be a good. Uh,
So if you want something a little bit faster that's not ridiculous, the Exige is not a bad choice.
yeah, I was about to say the Lotus would be a good one.
It's just really ass end slick. If you want something that's a little bit closer to the C4, this one here, this one doesn't slip out, but it doesn't have the power that the Exige or the GTR has.
The slipping out wasn't the problem I was having.
You're not going to have, you shouldn't be having a slipping out with this car at least.
Yeah,
You're
that's true.
not going to have
actually
slipping out until the
prefer-
Porsches.
Yeah, I prefer the Exige
I'm gonna try
over
the
the
Lotus.
4C.
Try the
me
Lotus.
personally.
Just know that you will be more likely to spin out if you are like going over, especially that first hump where you lose air, you get
Yeah,
air a
that's
little
the
bit.
only-
Yeah.
You'll definitely spin out if you don't let off the throttle. I mean, you could definitely spin out in the GTR with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
That's
hard
a
lesson
nice one.
learned. Yeah. However, I think we're gonna wrap up the stream here and then just kind of allow us to chill out in VR and do silly stuff and whatnot. Because we hit our 2-hour mark. That's what we were going for today.
For me. What the hell? Cat, get off my desk! Get away from my bottom cap!
And then I can unmute people. But thanks, Apex, for showing up today and doing the
yeah.
stream with me, and Nuggy as well. And
I was super excited to do this. It's
it was
been a
a
thing
lot of
that
fun.
we've been working on for a while, and
Really long time.
I think it worked out really well. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah,
all the
I
viewers.
think people did. We had
Yeah, the
we had a
stream
good
was very
turnout.
fun.
Yeah, for
Good.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So, everyone, thank you for watching today.
Yeah,
I will be live
you
tomorrow
all.
at 9 until 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow until Thursday. We're going to do that for the rest of the week. And then maybe next Monday. I don't know. Maybe a couple weeks from now, Monday. we'll get some announcements going in the Discord if you're not a part of that. Make sure you're following me on Twitter or any other place. We definitely try to announce on there as well. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. I've not been using too much, but I'm trying to get back into that as well. So, thanks, Falk. Appreciate hearing that. So, lots of fun today. Appreciate it. Thanks everyone for showing up, and we will be back sometime. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, but Apex will be back maybe in a couple weeks.
Week 2, something like that. I don't know.
Awesome. Thanks everyone
Whatever
for
we
showing
figure
up.
it out.
Have a good one.
Later.